console. I can read from any ways, right? Now, remember, we haven't discussed scanner until now because scanner is a full-fledged class. It comes with methods. In scanner, most of its methods are instance methods, where we have the instantiate scanner. We say scanner SC equal new scanner, right? So we're going to see a bunch of examples of how a scanner is used, from reading from console all the way from reading from files. Okay? So let's do this. So here I'm creating my scanner class. I have to fix imports. Right click, fix imports. What? Scanner has to be imported. So right click, fix imports. So I'm saying new scanner system.in. If I'm saying system.in, I'm saying I'm going to read from here, the console, right? So, and then I'm saying enter name, that's just a message. And then I'm saying scanner next line. So what it means is that here, if I put the mouse, if I click the mouse there, you're going to see that the mouse starts blinking because it's waiting for me to type something. Now here I can type whatever I want, like hello, what's up, friends. Okay? Now, how many words do I have?
3.
3, right? And I can even put more space and write whatever. Since I'm saying scanner, that next line, that means that I want to read the whole line, regardless of how many words I have there. So the moment I press enter, it means that the line is over, right? So scanner will read that. And it's going to print everything. Got it? Yes?
I'm used to use a scanner keyboard. Does that make any difference? Does that work?
What do you mean?
Use the scanner keyboard.
Your
You
input
will
to the
need a
keyboard.
scanner system.
So instead of calling it my scanner, you call it keyboard?
Yeah.
That's just the name of the variable. That
Just a
doesn't
name,
matter.
just a
It's fine, it's fine.
So it's a keyboard.
Your professor probably called it keyboard because he was reading from the console.
No, actually from the book, I thought it was a keyword from the Java.
No.
Okay.
Remember, the keyword is a scanner. This is a keyword. But whatever you put here is whatever you want. SC, Pepito, whatever you want. It's the object. Okay? So you saw how it worked here, right guys?
Yeah.
We read the whole line, right? Then I'm saying my scanner.next. What if I do just scanner.next? If I do just next, I want to read just one chunk. So, meaning that if I type here, hello, how are you? I'm going to grab what? Just hello. Right? And then if I do next again, I will grab how. And since I'm not reading anything else, the rest is lost. Got it? Is that clear? I enter hello, how are you? Right? 4 pieces, right? But right after doing that, all I did is just I did 2 next. So I could only grab 2 pieces. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
Say this, you don't seem too convinced. No? Okay, I enter hello, how are you? 4 pieces, right? But how many next did I do? Just 2. Look. 1 and 2. So each next grabs 1 chunk. So that's why I grab hello and how. And are you are lost because there is no other next. If I would do two more next, I would grab everything. Got it?
Yeah, but how come you would grab hello the first one and then the second one you say
Space breaks it.
is how? So it's
Because
2 words.
It detects, every space it detects that there is a new chunk. Is that clear?
Yeah.
I did next here, man. Look. And then I did next here.
No, I understand that part, but the first one says my name is hello, that's one whole chunk. And
Let me
then
run
the
it
second
again.
one says is how.
Let me run it again so that we see it. Enter the name. What's your name, sir?
Josh, right?
Josh, and your last name?
Nunez.
Nunez. I'm going to put Nunez because I don't think that will work here. So let's say Josh Nunez, okay? Look, this message is coming, enter the name from here, right? And then I'm going to grab whatever comes as a whole line. So I will grab the whole Josh Nunez. Got it? But then I say next.
Right.
So I'm waiting for you to type something. In theory, you should type just one thing. Okay? You should type just one thing. But if you type, for example, your full name again, Josh Nunez, and you say, for example, and you add a string from Miami, for example, since you're saying just next, you're going to grab only Josh. And then since you're saying next again, you're going to grab Nunez. But from Miami, it's gone. Because nobody else is grabbing. If you want to grab from Miami, you have to have another,
Next
like
line.
a string, word equal my next. Whatever.
Can you put like next line and it'll grab the whole next line?
Correct. Just like I did above. I will do that too. I just wanted to show you this little example, the difference between next line and next. Got it? Next line grabs the whole line blindly. Next just grabs every chunk separated by spaces or tabs. Yes.
So how will you do if you only wanted to
to grab from Miami.
If I want to grab from Miami,
From Miami
The
on.
last word.
everything from Miami together or just from?
From Miami.
The
And
two
skip
words.
the first two words.
You have to do next without assigning anything. For example, let me see, I understand what you're saying. But let me finish this first, okay? If you want to grab just, for example, you want to ignore Josh Nunez and just grab from Miami, right?
Yeah.
So here, you will do my scanner. That's next. Look at how I'm doing. I'm saying next, but I'm not assigning to anybody. I'm simply moving the cursor. Is that clear?
Okay.
You want to now, this will skip Josh. If I do this, I'm going to skip now Nunez. Now, this next is going to grab from. And it's going to assign it to name. And then this next is going to grab Miami and assign it to. Is that clear?
Yep.
Could you also,
Hold on one second. Let me try this so that they see it. Okay? Then if I type here, I type Josh Nunez. I go to more space if I want. From Miami. Boom. You see? Yes, sir.
could you also, after myscanner.next and myscanner.next, could you put, name equals, myscanner.next line and just capture
Everything from afterwards. Yes. From that line, all the lines from there. Remember,
from that point to the next line?
correct. Remember, guys, every time you imagine this is the whole word, I enter, a whole sentence I enter, and I put something here, then a bunch of spaces, another thing, one space, a bunch of things, right? Exactly. When the cursor is like it's here, about to read, when you say next, just next, it reads this chunk and puts the cursor here. Got it? Now, by default, the delimiter, there is a delimiter so that next knows how to grab chunks, right? By default, the delimiter is spaces or tabs. Can you change that? Yes, you can use a scanner that set the delimiter and change it to dashes, for example. Or if you're reading a CSV file, do you remember CSV files, Excel files that are separated by semicolons to indicate the separation between cells?
Yeah.
You can put your delimiter to semicolon, for example. Right? So you have those manipulations. Yes, Darren?
Well, let's say you wanted to use the same scanner but store in more than one variable. Let's say you just want to type your name one time, and then you could store a full name and the full line, and you want to store the first name Josh and the last name Nunez, but not use more than one scanner. Is that?
Yes, you could read the whole line with a scanner and then just use string substring to grab the pieces that you want. Got it? But that's just more string manipulation. Once you have the whole string, you do whatever you want with that string. Yes?
Before you right click and then fix all imports, what does that do?
Because when I copy pasted this code from the internet, the page I show you, a scanner was not imported, so it was being underlined, like the class was not recognized. A scanner you have to import it, that's why. Okay? Anybody else? No? Okay. So let's move on to the next sample. I'm going to do many mains here, okay guys? I'll show you that we can have more than one main. Second, I'll call it scanner 2, okay? So let's see the next example of scanner. Okay guys, this is a simple example from a scanner where here's the problem, you see? It's not recognized, so I have to fix symbols, okay sir? So everybody said fix symbols. Now you should have a line here in the beginning saying, you see, import Java.
Can you just press enter and it enters it or something like that?
Can you repeat again?
No, when you have to enter a scanner, don't you just press enter and it enters it or something like that?
Yes, that's what you are coding it, but I copy paste.
Oh.
Typing. Yes, you're right. When I'm typing, yes, it will do it for me. Okay, so I create my scanner reading from console, I put boolean variable is the end false, and then I'm saying, well, it's not the end, right? Simple, right? What I'm pretty much saying is enter a number, and if the user enters -1, I consider it the end. Otherwise, I multiply by n times 2, and then print it out. Simple program, right? Is that clear, guys? Now, I want to show you that the scanner is more flexible than the J-option pane. The J-option pane always reads input as a string, right? With the scanner, you can read as a string if you use next or next line, but you can also read as a number, like next in. Now you have to be careful because if the person is stupid and types instead of typing 45, for example, types my name string, then it's gonna crash, right? Because it cannot do next in. Got it? So this program is simple. I will enter number. Actually, no. I have to do shift F6. Okay. So enter number, say 2. It's telling me 5. 2 times that, right? 3, 7. It's rounding, right? It's using integers, right? 4. Got it? 10, right? And then I enter -1. It's going to multiply it, but it's then going to tell me it's going to finish, but there is no more. Clear? Clear? I'm reading each number as a number already. Next thing, I don't have to do integral parsing. Got it? Because scanner gives me that functionality. Next thing. Here is to show you that I could have done it with the for loop also. 5 times read a number. Clear? Yes? Nothing new there, right? Okay. So let me create yet my first example of the scanner. So you're seeing that scanner is pretty easy, right? Server to the 3 here and work. And I have to put 3 here too. Yes. So I don't know if your professor showed you this with the scanner, but the scanner is pretty flexible. Remember we said that the input of the scanner was going to be system.in? The input of the scanner can be a string itself. Check it out. I'm creating a string that says Pepito Emilio Gonzalez, right? That's string S, right? Got it? And then I'm saying new scanner, and instead of putting system.in, I'm putting S. You see that? It's like I'm telling the scanner, your input is this. Got it? Now if I do next, I should grab Pepito. If I do next again, I should grab Emilio, and if I do next, I should grab Gonzalez. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Clear? Yeah. So this is an example where you can use the scanner and be fed with a string, with a simple string, just to parse a string, for example. Right? That's easy to move across a string. Got it? Now, this is just another way. You can put a scanner and put JOption pane show input dialog. Do you understand this?
String.
This will pop up a window, you enter the whole string, and now that big string is the input from my scanner. Got it? Simple, right?
Why would you do that?
Why would you do that? If you want to receive a big string and split it in pieces easily. Because JOption pane will allow you to grab, for example, your full name. Josh, Nunez, whatever, for example, right? But then, once you do that with JOption pane, you have the big string. Now you have to do sub string, find the position of the spaces to grab what's first name, what's last name. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if I put that input that I just read into the scanner as my scanner to read that, the scanner is grabbing Josh space Nunez. And I can just manipulate with next to get whatever I want. Got it?
Yeah.
So far so good?
Yeah.
Keep moving. Scanner 4. Scanner is very simple, guys. Well, we can cover examples very fast. Remember I told you we can manipulate strings with scanners?
Yep.
So somebody told me, Professor, my ex-girlfriend wrote me an ugly letter. I want to change it so that my new girlfriend doesn't think bad of me. So that was a letter that the guy got, poor guy, right? So that was that letter. That was the content of the letter, right? That string. And he said, I don't want my girlfriend to see that string because it looks bad. So I'm going to change something, little details. So he said, instead of cheer, I want to put good guy. Instead of hate, I want to put love. So pretty much he wanted to take that big string and change it to something like, dear, good guy, I love you, whatever, right? Instead of I hate you. Got it? Clear? Clear what we want to do?
Yeah.
So the big string, I use it for my scanner input. Now there is a method called hasNext. HasNext is like this. Remember I told you like the scanner uses like some sort of cursor to start moving and reading? So the scanner HasNext it checks the cursor. If the cursor is here, it says, is there something else to read? If so, HasNext true. Has next does not read, does not move the cursor. All it does is checks if there is something next. Got it? That's the difference between has next and next. Next reads the item. Has next just checks if there is something. It's like picks. Got it? It's just picking at it. Is that clear, guys?
What type of item are those for?
Strings.
So if it's a blank character, does it consider
If it's a blank character, it's going to tell you if has next will be false. There is nothing to read.
also, okay, it reads.
It reads anything that is different from the delimiter to make it simple to you. Got it?
So this
So-
can be used if there's a numerical value?
Yes, too. Anything different from the delimiters. The delimiters are spaces and tabs.
Right.
If it finds anything different than that, like numbers or text, it will keep telling you there is something.
Okay, so
Right.
like in the string letter, it's like, I hate you and I want to stab you 42 times. It's not gonna crash when it reads 42, right?
No.
She really hates it.
Yeah. Is that clear, guys? So I'm saying, well, the scanner has next so that I can keep moving across the whole string. That's what I'm doing. So that I can keep I can treat the whole string, because if I do for loop, I don't know how many words there are. So I'll use a scanner has next, so because that will tell me that you can keep moving. Make sense? So I say, well, has next. I say word equal SC, that means for the first time it's going to grab dir, right? Got it? Then it's going to say, is dir equal to cheater? No. So, else. Is dir equal to hate? No. Else, just print the word as is and add space to it. So we'll print dir, space. Then the while goes back to the beginning, right? Is there something next? Yes. After dir there is cheater. It will get cheater, right? Is cheater equal to cheater? Yes. And the guy was smart, he used ignore case, you see? He wants to be covered, so he says, okay, now since you found cheater, don't print that, print good guy. So it's not gonna print dir, good guy. Got it? And then move to the loop again. After cheater, there is a comma. Is comma different from all of this? Yes, print the comma in a space. Got it? And so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Is that clear, guys?
Yep.
Yes?
Yep. Yes.
Can use it tonight? Okay, so here it's coming up. Okay, have to use shift F6, my bad. Shift F6. Over there. You said? Dear good guy. Got it?
The use of the space on else,
Something else?
yeah, like else is no.
Oh, because if I don't put this space, I'm printing the word, and all the words are going to come together, man.
Oh, it doesn't.
Yeah,
no
because
space.
you're saying print the words, just read the whole word.
Oh,
Got it?
okay, got it.
No, you know, this sounds contradictory, right? Somebody said, Professor, the girl's going to think he's lying because how can the other woman say two good guys for my taste? And he said, well, women are weird sometimes. They're unpredictable, right? Sometimes crazy, so. What do? We still love them, right?
And he's reading any more together with the comma?
Sorry?
Or it says any more?
Any more here?
He's
Yes,
reading
it's
both
reading
any
the
more?
comma, yeah, because it checks the whole chunk. Got it? Is that clear, guys? Yes? So, now you have something. And you girls know that you cannot be fooled this way, right? To be smart. So 5. Here's where we get a little bit more. Okay guys, do you want to do this or do you want to, if I do this example, which has to do with files, I might spend around 12 minutes. That would mean that you leave around 7:45. Do you want to do that or do you want to leave it for next class? 7:45. 7:45? Yes?
Yeah, I can do it.
How many people want to stay until 7:45? Raise your hand. How many people want to leave now?
No.
Okay, guys, you're a minority, I'm sorry.
There's a tenant in here.
Yep.
You want to find some this class?
No, there's already one in here next month.
Yeah?
Yep.
Starts at 8.
Oh, in here.
I'm kidding.
It's only 2 chapters.
You have an exam here?
No, for the next class.
Oh, for the next class?
Yeah, the people are staying here.
Okay, guys. Okay, I'll be quick, okay? I'll try to have this done in 7 minutes, okay? Okay. Now I'm going to use the scanner. The scanner is very versatile. We have seen that we can read from console, we can read from a string, right? Or we can even connect it to the Champagne, right?
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to use the scanner to read a file. Using the scanner to read a file is the easiest way to read a file. And I'm talking about the text file, because there is also binary file, which is different, okay? But talking about text files, the easiest way to read text files is with the scanner. So I will create a file, a file object, file, my file equal new file C. You see that path, that's the path of the file, C, 10, whatever. So I should have that file there, right? Got it? So I should have that file there. So I will go and create a file there.
If the file wasn't there, would it have created it now?
No, not for reading. For writing, yes. Not for reading. For reading has to exist.
Throw an exception or crash?
Exception. Exception and crash. And then capture the exception. So I'm going to call it, is it letter, right? Letter.txt, right? Okay, now I have to put here the content of the letter. I think I wanted to use this in a string. But now I'm going to read from a file, right? That's the difference, right? I'm going to copy paste, and I should delete the plus because it's one thing. I hope I don't get you in trouble with your wife, Henry, with this string. Tell her it's Java practice, okay, man? I don't want you to come beating next class, man, with a purple eye and everything, man. Okay, so I create my file, right? It's in that folder, the path. And then I say scanner, let's say equal new scanner, and then I put my file. So I'm saying the input for my scanner now is the file, right? The object file that is there. Then I print, hey, what's up? This is just a text to test that I'm doing something. Doesn't really matter. Then I'm putting, well, forget about the try that you see there. Forget about the try for a second. Okay, we'll explain that in a second. So I say, well, has next, same as before, right? I want to read the file. And this thing is exactly the same as before. Read a word, and then change cheater for good guy. I'm not changing the hate, I'm just changing one part here. The cheater by good guy. Is that clear? Okay. So this will open the file. We put the cursor at the beginning of the file, and do the same thing as we were doing with the string. Keep jumping. Clear? Yeah. Simple, right? How easy to read a file? How easy it is? Extremely easy, right? All you have to do is the extra step at the beginning that says my file, right? Saying where the file is located, right? So I run. My bad. I'm gonna run the file. Yeah, Shift F6, Shift F6, Shift F6. Got it? Yes?
What?
Okay, this last message please is asking something is because I want to put some stuff here.
Oh, I see.
Okay. Now, some people, if you read your book, when it talks about files, they do this. They just put that. They don't put a path. Why is that? Have you ever wondered?
Because it's relative.
It's relative. If you put it like that, that means that your file, according to NetBeans standards, the file should be located in the project folder. So, you know how the project looks, the project folder looks like, right? You do this. Look. I should come here. Properties, it will tell me where it's located. Most likely it's under documents, yeah. Users, Gregory documents. So I go to users. Should be under my documents, maybe projects or something, maybe projects. The project I'm dealing with is called static, right? Sorry, scanner.
Yeah.
Playing with the scanner, right? So here, right? So I should put a file here. If I want it to be read just like that, with the name of the file should be located here. I should have it here. I should have the file letter here. Put the content there, right? Got it?
Got it.
If I do that, then if I want to put in the same folder as the project, then it is good. It is good to just put letter.txt. But if I'm going to put it in any other folder, you can specify the full path just like I did. Professor, shall I use the slash or backslash? Use a slash because backslash is used for special characters like backslash m. Okay? Windows is going to work still with a slash. Is that clear?
Okay.
Yes? Now, a little bit of exceptions. I'm going to go over exceptions in more detail next class because this is a little tricky. Exceptions refers to the kind of possible problems that a program can have. And problems that will make your program crash. Not give wrong input, but crash. Stop processing. Stop executing. Got it? So Java predicts that some problems are predictable, like dealing with files. When you deal with files, it's very predictable that if you were asking, what happens if the file is not there, the file does not exist? If the file does not exist, Java is simply going to crash and stop doing it. So, I have to say, try this piece of logic that is capable of crashing, that is very likely to crash, and then after I have to do whatever I want to try, then catch these possible exceptions. These possible problems might arise, so catch them. And when I say catch, I have to put inside the catch portion what do I want to do when detecting the error, like what treatment I want to do. That way, the program won't crash. Because what would you prefer, guys? Having a program that simply crashes you, doesn't tell you anything, or you would like a program that if something goes wrong, tells you, okay, you did something wrong, try again, or something like that. You prefer that kind of programs, right? So that's why we use exceptions to capture possible errors. Okay? Like when you're filling out, for example, a form, and they say age, and you put 20 with numbers, says no, it has to be a number, right? You don't want the program to simply crash, right? Because all your information will be gone. So that's the idea. It works fine because this is going to crash here, for example. This program is going to crash. Why? Because we don't have letter under C, right? You see? So this is what happens. You see this message that I'm putting K, right? You see that K is coming up here? So the file is created, then K is coming, then put another message here. Hi. So look, you see hey, right? Do you see hi? No, because here, when you say scanner my file, the scanner tries to open the file. The file does not exist here. It's under C10 or just under the same folder, right? So the file does not exist here. So it crashed here when trying to open the file that did not exist, and then it stopped executing. So everything from here down, like the high, was ignored. Since I put try and catch, now it let me treat the problem. That's why I said, okay, if I catch a file not exception error, right, that's the error, file not exception, I will print this message. Oh my bad, and the kind of error I got. Oh my bad, and the error I got. You see? Got it? And then I can continue. You see my program still continues. And I printed this message. Got it? But the program continues. The program finishes. That's the idea of using exceptions. Why is that useful? Because I can put this in a loop, for example, and then if it fails, go back and ask for the data again. Make sense? If I'm asking the user to enter the path, the user could enter the path, it's wrong, it's going to crash. But since the program is not dying, the program is still going on, I can put that in a loop and re-ask for it. And if it's good, just use the break. Got it? So it allows me to have good validations. And as you must imagine, when you have your projects in this semester, that we already told you you're going to do a group project, I'm going to try to crash your program. I'm going to try to break your program very badly. Monkey test. So you're going to have to do a bunch of exceptions and validations, okay? I'm teaching you this now. Okay, see you in class.